Welcome to the Kinkazoid podcast, where you get some education on your form of stimulation. With your hosts, Royal, Chase, and Trey Proper. Buckle your seatbelts because it's going to be a wild ride. Let's get kinky.
Welcome. Greetings and salutations. This is another episode of Kinkazoids. It's your boy Trey Proper. And I already said that part. We have a great episode lined up for you. For some reason, I can't get this intro thing down pat. All right, ladies, if you will, go ahead and introduce yourselves to our guests out there in the world.
I mean, it's only been 31 episodes, but hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Royal. No tagline necessary. Just recognize she's a queen.
What's going on, you guys? It's your girl Chase. Let's see, Hayes. Doesn't matter how you say it, as long as that flavor stays in your mouth.
All right. And as you can see, we have a very special guest. Ma'am, if you will, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm just regular as a Rita. How y'all doing?
Rita.
Rita.
Okay. All right. For those of you who may recognize her, she is a co-host of the phenomenal Blurs and Whiskey, where you might see some other nice faces out there. But we're glad to have you here to have this Kinkazoid-driven conversation. All right. So let's get right into it as you close down when I'm starting up. All right. So, Miss Rita, as our special guest this week, we wanted to introduce something new and try to spice things up. And we're going to leave that up to you. So we're going to introduce our special guest, sex tip of the week.
All right. I didn't know I was going first. Ooh, pressure. So my might sound simple, but my tip is honey. And the reason why my tip is honey is because there are multiple different benefits that come from that. So it, especially for the ladies and the guys, it helps to boost your estrogen and testosterone levels. In addition to that, ladies, if you shave or wax and you have darker skin, down in that shave and wax area, it helps to even out the skin tone, so you have that smooth, light color. And then also it tastes great when you know. So that is, and it doesn't give you a yeast infection, and that's important. So that is my tip.
Definitely
put some honey on it. Put a little honey on it, and you'll get you a little more razzle to the dazzle down there. So
okay, razzle dazzle. Okay.
So you do honey in preparation for oral, or you do honey just in general?
I do it in general because it smells good,
mm-hmm.
and then it makes the skin soft. And then, if you fresh out the shower and you are plotting on the dick, you can, it's called preparation. So I'm just saying.
Okay.
I ain't mad about no good old preparation.
Yeah. Also good in sugar wax if you are a person who can't do hard wax or other chemical soft wax. Sugar wax is a definitely good responder, and it hurts a whole lot less.
Yeah,
just by changing
it? I wax myself, so I just go for it. It's fine.
I do sugar. I sugar wax myself also, but it makes good sense. Sugaring is definitely the wave. I do a soft one, not the hard one when you just spread and rip. That's too much for me. To put it on hurts more than to take it off. Let's just say that.
Spread and rip.
Yes, spread and rip. Have you never seen somebody get a wax before, Trey?
You never. Yeah.
I've seen them. They just take what's you spreading?
It depends. So honey wax, sugar wax. Yeah, but sugar wax itself can either come where you can just spread it and put a wax paper on it and rip it, or it comes in a form that you can do it a little harder and you can just take it like a ball in itself and then spread it over the hair and then flick it back to rip it.
Right.
Yeah.
I legit thought it was spreading something. My bad. But that's the mindset of it.
You might need some help with the spreading, in other areas that you can't get to.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I ain't got to worry about it. Honestly, I'm curious enough to actually. I wanted to go to somewhere and try that at least once, and get a wax done. Get the full. Take everything off. Just take it all off and see what happens. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I was going to say,
Graham said it's just a 50 Shades of Grey background. No, it's not. This is my nighttime apartment that you guys don't know about. Okay, this is my location of my nighttime apartment. And you see the skyline? Look at that. It's so pretty.
That is pretty though. But no, see, Trey, I don't know any men who have ever gotten a full wax done before. So, I mean, like, I've never heard any testimony or nothing like that. So, you're going to have to be a guinea pig and do it for the group. Let everybody know what
you want, like a full body wax, or you want like a male,
like a Brazilian?
Yeah, just the undercarriage. All that, everything that's there. I want to get it all. Just take it out, just because I can't shake.
I think that's a good idea because y'all balls are so sensitive.
That's what I was gonna say.
They wouldn't be waxing my, but I'll shave my balls. I can do that.
No, if you get a Brazilian, they taking it from everywhere, including your balls, like all of that area.
We get to 100 subscribers on this channel, and sure, I'll do it. So that's incentive for you guys out there to share, like, and subscribe. Anyway, all right. Yes. Whew, there's too many visuals. Okay, all right. So moving on. Position of the week. Here we always have a different position, and this week I have selected the Deep Impact. So this one, for you wrestling fans out there, it's the tail end of a power bomb, basically. Your lady is laying flat on her back, and you are sitting pretty much at the bottom half of her, inserted. And this gives you full carte blanche to use your strength, and you can be as rough or as soft or as gentle as you want to. But basically, ladies, you would lay down on your back, your legs elevated towards the ceiling, or bent over the shoulder, depending on the length of the legs, or to the side, whatever have you. But, of course, this is also good for BBWs, as well as bigger men themselves, because it allows a lot of things that would obstruct you from doing this position. It prevents that. It doesn't allow that to happen. And also, with the male's pelvis sitting at a lower level, it gives great G-spot stimulation because the penis is actually angled up towards the G-spot. So, as always, has anyone in the comments or ladies here on the panel, have you experienced this position?
I thought this was called, what was all that you was talking earlier?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It don't even look like that to me. It looks like you scooting into the pussy. I don't know if I'm okay with that.
I'm just thinking about the fact of the legs up in the air over the shoulder kind of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that to me is like the deep getting in the good. Now I don't know about sitting like that.
That's what I'm saying. Because the way he's sitting, it makes it look like he's just gonna be scooting into it, like you sliding your chair across the floor or something. That's what it looked like to me.
And if you don't know,
right?
Please tell us. Please, advise us.
I did not know that was the name of it, but I am guilty of participating in this position, and it's a lot of work. Let's just put it that way, because it's like it's a hard, pun intended, angle to like work. So it's like, as the woman, you kind of have to assist with the motion. Like the guy isn't really doing like all the work. Like, you have to. I think the woman honestly ends up doing the majority of the work, to be fair.
Okay.
I don't know. If you don't mess with a man who let the water in between his butt cheeks, you're gonna have a trail on your
all right. The visuals today.
I mean, I can see where you would end up doing more of the work, but specifically if you guys hook the legs and don't just scoot like you scoot your chair in school, you have to use your arms, your upper body strength, to pull her towards you repeatedly. And one thing that I suggest ladies do, if you have the man and his legs are sitting up parallel to your shoulders, you can actually hook underneath his legs, and you can kind of get a little shoulder shrug in to push yourself down. So it's an exercise as well as sex at the same time.
So you can both be doing feet next to my head.
If my legs were longer, that didn't work, or maybe I needed a different partner to try with. But
shut up, Darren. I just see the hashtag on the video. The hashtag no brown streak.
Oh, I just
but
saw
no,
it.
I will say that for like BBWs and stuff, or like, because like, I'm a fat chick that like fat dudes. I already got a lot of wibble when it wobbles, so I don't know. When you're already going in, there's already things moving, so I couldn't see myself laying flat on my back with my breasts choking me more than they already do, and then having a riverboat, a flow of fat just going between us, and it just looks like a waterbed of people. It's not gonna aesthetically look cute to me. You know what I'm saying? And it might disturb my food and my stomach and make it move too much. When you got a lot of kinetic energy moving and stuff, your stomach starts turning.
I was about to say, don't drink nothing beforehand either.
Yeah, like nobody need the BGs before you while you doing it. Yes, exactly. And nobody need the BGs.
No,
at all.
And that's that goes for people who aren't BBWs too. Like we don't want to hear your food or drinks
sloshing around in your stomach.
Man. I tried, y'all. I legit tried. I tried. I really did.
We don't go ahead and give him an
listen, Herb said, Weekend Herb is in the building. Hey, Herb. Damon said the things we go through. Graham said, is that a 50 Shades? Listen, we already addressed that. Damon also said, oh, honey, no. Graham said he'll pass out if he gets waxed. Damon said, don't wax the undercarriage. The top is fine, but holy Hades. Chukasami said, it's fairly uncomfortable. Graham said, don't do it. Reconsider. Read some literature on the subject. You sure? But yeah, I know it. I know the whole. Okay, wait. Jamaica said, Mortal Kombat move. Use your mic. Damon said, I've never done that before. Might be something you might be interested in. Graham said, I can't see it. I'm legally blind. Chukasami said, I've already used my arms to pull her. I call it the typewriter effing. Okay. Well then. All right now. Come on through. And Graham said, sounds like friction burned from the sheets. Yes.
That's what it sounds like.
Yes. Literally what that sounds like.
Get some silk sheets, goddammit. Look, I'm trying to find a way.
Now I'm sliding around here like I'm ice skating. Oh
my God.
And you're going to be sweating too.
Sweating?
Oh,
sweating. Turn the goddamn ACU.
Have you ever got slid across some silk sheets?
Right.
Have you ever got slid? Have you ever get?
I don't get slid. I do the sliding.
Okay, well, I'll tell you right now, it's scary. All right, because it goes from 0 to 100 in 3 seconds. And you ever seen the meme that was on TikTok when they're like, oh, they pulled? That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah,
exactly.
If she can slide my big ass across the sheets, I don't need to be death by snoo like a motherfucker.
It's easier to slide you across some silk ass sheets. It is.
If you're not a hairy person.
My stance is strong, I'm good. Plant your feet. Don't wear socks. You good. Grip the carpet with your toes. Do what you gotta
Anybody
do.
who wears socks while they're having sex is
a psychopath. Yep.
No, I do it when I need a pedicure because don't nobody want like no fucking sandpaper, across their neck. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're doing like a little quickie, little something, obviously you need to get back into it or whatever. But I don't know if you walk away from me with ankle socks on or like high tube socks, like the Nike basketball ones, and you butt naked, and I'm just, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
I'm just being honest. Socks is on when you miss your pedicure appointment.
Oh, no, definitely. When I was younger, I definitely was that. Because I would just be so ashamed of my feet because I have larger feet than most women. But, like, now I'm just like, as long as let me get the scraping on these heels before I go, soak it in a little 15-minute bath, you all right. You good.
Let me tell you what. This must be a single thing. Because now with me being married, okay, listen, you going to get these. You going to get these between pedicure toes today, okay? It is what it is.
You know what's funny? I seen a meme that said, like, women be like, he's so sexy until he walks away, like, out the bed. Like, sometimes it's not the greatest walk to look at a man walk away from the bed. It's just not a good, just sometimes. Sometimes it does it. Sometimes it does it. No, sometimes
it does it. You get your own goddamn towel then.
It looks good.
I look good to me.
Your walks are different when y'all are naked because your balls get in the way.
Yes,
this is true.
And so, like, when y'all walk away, it's just so awkward.
Awkward.
Like, get up and walk.
You gonna make me put somebody's head in between the mattress from now on.
No, or y'all like walk like, I mean, like you did your work, but you walk like you done did an 80-hour shift sometimes to go stand and like just stand there and pee. Like, and it's just like, damn, you were so sexy before you did all this. And then
close your eyes, goddamn it. Close your goddamn. It's like, what? There's a problem with the way now I'm gonna be self-conscious. Okay.
Don't build your own insecurities off of other people's fantasies.
Just pick them up when you walk away, and it'll be fine.
And rinse them when you get in that bathroom and use the bathroom, because you're gonna go another round. Please rinse your penis.
Dip them things in some water.
Please.
Yeah.
It's so nasty.
Yeah.
Unless she's nasty herself and she wants to clean it. But anyway, besides.
Real quick,
that's
Graham
like
said
right after though. Just saying. Go ahead.
Oh, no, right off. Yeah. Graham said, "Silk Sonic, have you smoking out the hospital?" Shut up.
Wow.
Made me so mad. Not smoking out the hospital. Lillian, hey Lillian. Lillian said, "I got cheap Egyptian cotton sheets, and that's my limit." Girl, they have to be 300 thread plus. Okay, don't settle for less.
All
right. Amber said Hubducer is on it with the hashtags. Yes, he is. Graham said write them claws, but the paws on them. Amber said we love to see it. Trikisami sex in socks is my anime training arc. My legs and toe grip strength is on point. Leave me alone, please. I was so mad at that. Amber said, walk into the room, out of the room, around the room. Herb said, I'm with Trey. Get your own goddamn towel. And then Graham said, yeah, you got to move the balls from in between the legs. And Chukasami said, wait, why y'all don't bring a towel and wipes ahead of time?
Because I got a bathroom in my bedroom.
Yeah, my bathroom is like literally 3 feet away from my bed. So.
Mine is right here.
It's like,
right here.
Not touching the door.
Yeah, like why?
I mean, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just it's the spit of the moment type thing. If you want to plot out a session with somebody, yeah, you can. You have the preparation there. You have the wet wipes or the towel. But if you don't have it in like hot water, you got a cold towel, and you don't want to put a cold towel on somebody's body. So
no. I always bring sex wipes with me. No matter where I'm going, I always bring sex wipes. And they're specifically made to clean toys in your body in between sessions. It's so much easier. So
we love to see it. We need you to drop that in the kinky link for those of us who do not have that.
Yes. And if you are not familiar with it, we do have a Discord. We do a lot of discussions, and we share our ideas and our feelings and everything else there. So definitely check it out. Yeah. All right. Crap. I close it out. I've really got to figure out how to do this fucking thing. Sure.
It's all right. You'll do it. You'll do what you can. Oh, they are 300 thread. Okay. All right, baby. As long as we go above 300, that's all. That's all I needed. Y'all funning it tonight. Love it. Thank you, Amber, and thank you so much for the like. We really do appreciate it. I hope you like my skyline. I just moved here 2 hours ago, so that's what it looks like tonight.
2 hours ago.
All of 5 minutes to move in.
Yeah, it took all 5 minutes to move in. It was beautiful.
Okay. All right, and rounding it out. So a new segment. Instead of that, we're gonna call it the TikTok made me buy it.
Oh hell,
and
shit!
This
I
is
almost forgot all about it.
I know you did. Royal herself.
Okay, so like Trey said, this is a new segment, and it is called TikTok Made Me Buy It. So basically what I'll be doing is letting you guys know, I know we've all been all over TikTok, and for those of you who subscribe to Kink Talk like I do, there are some, some toys. Sometimes there are some items that we could use to enhance our sexual pleasure or the pleasure of our partner, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to start this off with the toy that we've already talked about. So you guys should see the picture shortly if you don't see it already. But the Rose vibrator from TikTok, it is the vibrating and clit sucking handheld.
It's pulsating.
Pulsating. There you go. See, but I don't know if I want to call it pulsating because it is a suction. But anyway, so
no, but it does have like a pulsate, like is it kind of like the Satisfier?
Somewhat like the Satisfier. It's pulsating, but it's also suction at the same time. So basically that it was So this was something that I saw on TikTok and I decided to buy it. Now I've given you guys the review on the Rose before, but just to reiterate some of the positives, I think Trey, you had a couple of questions that you wanted to ask. For the product placement.
Yeah, because I mean, I all I've heard are rave reviews. So, the couple of questions I wanted to ask is this fun with a partner? Because I personally can't experience this toy, but I'd be willing to use it with a partner.
It is
just to add it to my toolkit, so to speak.
Yeah,
I got a little tool belt.
So this is definitely one that you want to add to your toolkit. I will say that it is fun with the partner. Being on the receiving end, of course, I will say that it was definitely fun for me. And for you guys out there who like to hold your partner's pleasure in the palm of your hand, it is definitely going to be something fun for you guys as well. There are different intensities with the rose, and different vibrations. There's different settings. So as people say, there are levels to this shit. Okay, so. You go from and it can get really intense, and also it is because it's handheld. Your other hand could be doing other things while you're using the toy at the same time. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm a fan of the Satisfier too, so it does things.
Yeah.
Okay, there's levels to the Satisfier also, but I like when it vibrates and pulsates at the same time. That's like a whole like shaking the table situation there, but. I'm just one of those people, and me and Royal have talked about this prior. I'm just one of those people I can't have too much stuff going on down there at the same time. So this is definitely one of those, like, it's either you're watching me perform, even though you can't because I get all nervous and shit. So it's either you're watching me perform or like you're doing it for me, so that way you can, control the situation. But either way, I think that's something that probably will get invested later down the line. We'll see if they come out with another Satisfier. I'm gonna buy that one.
Yeah,
I don't have one, but Patrice, like I said when we were preparing for this, I'm definitely going to be ordering one. So,
and as you should. You said
go into the comments.
I should be calling you Royal. I didn't put your whole government out.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. They know who I am by now. It's all good.
Her husband is in the chat with his full name. So
Graham said Trey is getting his old man on. Can't work the technology. Oh no! Now you're gonna have to put the glasses on the bridge of your nose, like right at the bottom instead of up here.
Oh
right there. Wait. Let's see. Amber said it's gorgeous, darling. Thank you, sweetie pie. Chikasami said you can't talk shit. Talk my walk all you want. Soon as I plant knees again, you get in this horse stance pounding Amish butter churn style.
Wait a minute.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
I am confused. If I got that in a text message, like we were talking freaky back and forth, and I would have been like, okay,
talk like that. You gotta deliver. You can't show up and give half dick. You gotta give the entire thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't have to say that.
You don't have to say that.
I don't know what you're doing, sir.
Don't text that to anyone ever.
Okay. Graham said, not the Nick Young, please. Graham said there is no butler in this churn. There is no butter in this churn. I seen a video about the rose. Will it really take you out like a taser?
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Okay.
And let me tell you this. It will take your ass. Let me tell you this, okay? Real quick before we finish the comments. There is such a thing as overstimulation. You guys have to be careful with this product, okay? Because it will literally have your ass shaking and crying like you felt the Holy Spirit. Don't play no games. Okay.
I don't want to include that part in there, but
just saying. What you say?
That girl went to the hospital?
Yeah, she went to the hospital. It was somebody who went to this road.
Orgasming, and she literally had to go to the hospital. Did y'all ever see that?
Yeah, sex sent me to the ER.
I seen
there was also
I see the conditions where like you have overly stimulated orgasms, like constantly, like it's like the most painful thing ever. But I haven't.
And she couldn't stop. It's like he turned on a switch and she couldn't shut it off.
Right.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That sucks. Graham also asked, does it suck and blow at the same time? So does it have that pulsation and suck at the same time?
Yes, it does. You have the pulsing and the suction at the same time.
And Amber said, same here, Amor Rita. And Chukasami said, I'll explain it when you get older. Okay, I'm going to stay old forever. Then because if you talk about, you about to come in there. Why are you plungering me? What is going on? I just got some questions. I got questions.
Why are you plungering me? Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. Jesus.
Not when I get older.
Y'all a mess.
Okay. Why does it ask? Of course I'm watching Bring Me On Camera. Shut up. Okay. Yes, my bad. So, Kinks of the week. Time to get down to it, a little kinky stuff, because we always want to give you your just desserts before we edify you. All right, so first things first, we want to discuss proper oral etiquette. So there are a multitude of different ways to perform oral sex on someone, no matter what your race, color, creed, or designation, whatever you want to call it. So I have a question for all the ladies here on the panel.
Oh, Lord.
I deem myself as a competent individual when it comes to my oral game. But I've seen some things on social media. It's like his mouth wasn't wet enough, or he didn't do. So my curiosity is perked. I want to see if you guys can answer this question for me. Do you prefer sloppy head from men? Do you prefer for the face to be moist, the tongue, spittle, everything to be all over the place? Do you prefer that over just the regular?
I don't want you to
can't feel nothing.
I don't want you to have dry mouth though. Like, drink water. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't
like we don't want thrush on the tongue,
right,
babe. Okay, definitely don't want that.
God, I was watching something.
If your beard is not glistening, you're not doing it.
You're not doing it right.
That's just how I.
Yeah, true. But I'm saying, like, you know how if you get too wet, you can't feel nothing. Like, it's too slippage. Like, there's nothing like really giving like a some type of traction to it. Like, so if personally for me, if I'm too wet, like if your tongue glides over it, like, yeah, it feels good, but like it's too wet. So like you're like slicking by. It's like you're doing hydroplane on my clit.
There's
like
no
it's hydroplaning on my clit. Like, it's just too much. Yeah. So I need some friction. So as much as wet as I would like it to be, I don't need you like that old white man. I don't need that. I don't need that. Just give me what you can.
Or Obama eating the watermelon slice.
Yeah, I don't need that.
What you're saying is you don't want a wet spot from head. That's what you're saying.
From his mouth.
From yours. Yeah, not from his mouth. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, it ain't like.
Oh no, Rita, please!
I was about to say that. Nobody ever said that. Nobody ever said that.
Don't put that spirit on me, okay?
From both. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, no, definitely from both. But I'm saying, like, I don't like. I would like you to take your time. Yeah. I don't want it to him like he's doing it like, babe, whoa, relax.
I'm gonna put you on camera.
If you spit on me,
Mama Proper just walked down here talking about dry mouth, and now she's running back upstairs. Thanks, Ma.
No, you know what? No, you know what? We need a whole episode with Mama Rhonda. Whole episode.
No.
Yes.
Mama Proper.
I'm sorry, Mama Proper. My bad. Forgive me.
Let's see. Graham said, Chukasami said, Crab, you're reminding me about the time that I took my ex to the ER that one time. Yeah, that story was crazy. Graham said, my man said he's going to take all the air out your vaginal canal like a plunger. Lillian said, hydroplaning on my clit. That's my new thing I'm going to add to my dictionary. Chukasami said, the secret is to use her excitement to keep you hydrated. Okay. And then Graham said, no one wants a cat tongue cunnilingus. No, nobody wants that.
No,
cat tongue is horrible.
No. Oh my God. Could you?
And then also too, can we add to the etiquette? Like, keep your eyes on the prize. Like, don't shuffle around too much, because that's just going to frustrate me while you're down there. So,
oh my Lord,
just focus.
Stay where you at. For the love of God, if we say right there, stay your ass right there. Okay?
What I don't understand is y'all can get on a PS4. PS5. You can get on the Xbox 1, 2, 3, and 6. Okay, y'all can have your Nintendo Switches. Y'all can blow on the cartridge and know how to fix it back in 3.5 seconds. You got your Game Boys, you got your PS2, you got all this stuff. Okay, you grew up with different controllers, different buttons added for each game system you played. But you telling me, sir, you don't know how to do a up down? Up down, up down, up. That's the most basic move in gaming. Call of Duty.
Up, down,
come on. Like, all I'm saying is, you know how to do triangle, square, circle, start, right, L, right, R2. You know how to do all that, but you can't do a right, up and down analog. Ducking, you can't do that? That's what you're telling me? With your tongue? You can't tell me? Do all that. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Y'all be making it mad difficult. It's not that deep. It ain't that deep. Every woman has like a little hill on their clit that does that special little spot. Find a little special spot. You good. That's it.
I'll say this.
Go ahead.
Because I've been in situations where it's like, you get the reaction. You're where you need to be, and you try. We've all heard it a million times. We all heard it when you in that motion and you get that first shiver. It's like, don't move, keep going. Niggas end up with lockjaw. It's like, Joe, I gotta rearrange. I gotta do something else.
Where my fucking glasses?
So I need my glasses. It's a risk you gotta take.
Let me tell you what. Do you want to talk about lockjaw? You want to talk about lockjaw? Do you want to discuss it?
I'm not denying the fact that sometimes I don't come from head, so I get it. I understand that if somebody can be down there for a while and y'all just, but we gotta have some give and take. We gotta have some reciprocity here.
I can professionally unlock
understand. Well, good for you. Good for you. But no, I mean, it's just sometimes it take y'all a while.
Here unlocking and locking your jaws like a pit bull. What is happening?
And I'm trying to talk for a living. I can't be going to work the next day. Yeah, I can't.
Listen, I was in a Zoom call last night with some people from TikTok, and if you guys follow Big Chuck, follow him. He's really cool. He said he chews gum all the time to keep his jaw very strong, so that way he can be down there for a very long time.
Facts.
So it's a constant workout.
If you know what you're doing, you don't have to be down there that long. I'm just saying.
Some people require time though.
Some people do require time.
A couple of weeks ago, we had talked about something. They were on the 85 South Show. I forgot her name now. But she said that averagely for a woman, it could take up to 10 to 14 minutes for her to be fully aroused. And warm up. Mm-hmm. So for you to even come without toys or anything, you have to be fully aroused. You can't just be all soft and think something's gonna happen.
Well, maybe I'm just a hornball because it don't take me that long.
I honestly think it depends on the situation for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you grab my leg and slide me down, I'm there.
The fact that you breathed next to me, I'm here, my boy. So, what's up?
So there's also some people, or I'll say this and I'll be specific. Some women who they don't get overly stimulated. Some of them like to have multiples back to back, and that you're there. Oh, that's one, that's two, that's three, and that is something that can be taxing on somebody's jaw. Imagine, if you will, a dude who you enjoyed giving head to, and he just kept busting, and he's right back up, and he's ready to give more head. So it's the same situation for us with somebody who doesn't get overly stimulated. Yes, that happens, but it's also on both sides. It's on both sides of the spectrum. So it can happen, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, oversensitivity definitely can happen. I've dealt with my fair share of those. Oh, the good times. Anyways,
you look at that shit fondly? I don't know. I do not look at it fondly. I do not.
What? The oversensitive?
I do not look at that shit fondly at all.
No, because you guys know when I do my double tuck twister 5,000, right? Mm-hmm. When the person has finally came in the place that they're supposed to, and graciously I received. I told you guys I don't stop. So when you have a person who gets overly sensitive... Oh, you mean oversensitive for him? I thought you meant for you.
No,
okay, and he's like, get off me! And I'm like, no. So that's not happening. Yeah.
No, I thought you were talking about oversensitivity on your part, not his part. Yeah, that's something
different. Because then I become a clam. Lock it up, clink, clink. You know what I'm saying? I can't continue doing all that.
That's
my body's not gonna. It's just not. My body's not gonna function. Like, what's the fun of you overly doing stuff if I'm not functionally properly?
Wink, wink.
You looking out your window? What's the problem?
It sounded like somebody was breaking in. I had to make sure. I had to get the gat on them. I stay strapped.
Not the gat.
She did. She ain't say I stay strapped.
I do.
I think this was yours, Chase. I'm not sure or not, but socially unacceptable kinks in public. Was that yours or that was Royals?
It's just disgusting to everybody. So I think anybody, but rightfully so. So on TikTok, if you guys haven't seen, and then there's been a viral video. There was a band playing, and a man willingly decided to put a cup in his mouth to do a urine sample collection to see if this woman was on crack, because she had to be on stage. to squat and urinate all over this man's face and inside this cup. And he clapped with joy. This 60-plus-year-old looking man received a golden shower from this, I'm going to say, late 20 to mid 30-year-old woman. And everybody thought that was okay. Now, we all know that there's different kinks out there in the world, and we all love to display different things here and there. You know, there's BDSM tricks and tips. So there's some doms can signal to their subs. Certain little hand gestures and little things that let them know, like, when it's time to go. You need to stop acting up. You finna get it. Like, you know, we all have those things that, you know, that happen. But as far as urinating in someone's mouth on stage in front of 100 tons of people, I don't think that's one of those things that you should be doing. And I'm more than sure that these two people don't know each other from a hole in the damn wall. That even makes it worse because if she was on a toilet seat and she got the little clap, 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 you look, welcome to your face. Sandy beaches all over the place. It just doesn't make any sense to me to perform these kind of lewd acts in public, okay? Even as minor ones as, you know, you taking your girl to go get waxed and you're her dom and you decide to hold her legs open and say, good girl, in front of a wax lady who did not ask to participate in this. So it's a little strange. So, what are some things that you guys find to be the most lewd and inappropriate acts that could be performed kink-wise out in public? Or what do you find very socially unacceptable, like 2 girl 1 cup in it, or 1 girl 1 cup on stage?
I was about to say, like, I was gonna say something like small, like, you know, nobody wants to see you walking your sub around on a chain or nothing like that, like having them, you know, sit next to you and all this, you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that. I would think that was unacceptable. But then when she said that the dude like willingly accepted pee on his face and in his mouth. He was clapping his hands,
going down on the floor, clapping his hands, getting up. He was excited. He said, "Ooh, pee, love it."
No, after all of that shit, walk him around on a leash, okay? I just no. That next to that just seems like minor.
Yeah, because people were saying in the comments like, "Oh, why would she do that?" And then the Riley meme comes up and he says, "If I see somebody about to pee on me, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move." But is there anything else that you guys could think of that could be minor but also major in public things, especially if you are aware of these things? Because some people who are very vanilla don't even realize what's going on. Right. But if you're part of the world, let me hear you, Trey.
Yeah, I got one. So I've participated in a little bit of little play with some women where they want to be a little, and it's not their crazy stuff, but I don't think that's okay in public. Like
little
that.
What? They want to be a little what?
Little play is basically you're acting like you're a child. You're an adult, but you're reading you're doing coloring books, stuff like that. Like, we can't be sitting in IHOP and you want a kids menu and you want to be a little then. Like, no, we out in public, shorty. We grown. You can't be doing that.
I mean, kids menus be lit.
Is that sexy though? That would turn me off because
very much so.
I would feel like a pedophile. I mean, I'm just saying that would be exceptionally weird for me. I just wouldn't be able to do that.
Well, I would say this to be a devil's advocate in that sense. Why do some women during Halloween dress up like they're in high school with the little cheerleader outfits and the little cheerleader uniforms and everything, and the school uniforms and everything like that? You know, it's like, are you living out the fantasy that you didn't get to live in high school wearing these very just scandalous outfits? And if so, why are you 30-something years old trying to capture that again? So I think, and then why do men find that sexy, and why do women want to appeal that as sexiness? So I think it can go both ways in that forum, you know?
Yeah.
What you're not about to do is come for me in my little schoolgirl outfit, okay? You're not about to do that right now on this show.
Listen, I dress up like Garnet. You dress up like Britney Spears. Oops, one more time.
That's it. That's it.
Is one thing, but to actually step into the shoes,
child's play,
and act like a child, that is the part that is disheartening for me. But that's me personally.
Yeah.
But
so basically, seeing that in public would just be like a little offsetting to you, especially if they're a person who
in general, behind closed doors. Get the fuck away from me. Actually,
I think that would be a little troublesome for a person who black don't crack. like you know, like if they were, because you know, there's some people who are older and they look younger than what they really are, or they are the age and they look that way, but people can't believe that they're that old, still looking the same type thing. Like if I really wanted to, I could make myself look like I was in high school again because I look the exact same since I was 2. So it's just it takes nothing, to do that. But I don't know. So Trey, was there any certain acts that you would not perform out in public that she was just like, come on, let's do it?
That's one of them. The whole I'm not participating while you're acting like a little in public. We're not doing that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The perception like that. We're not doing leash play. You can wear a collar is fine.
A collar is one thing.
But actually attaching you to my belt, no, we're not doing that. I'm black. That's too much slavery BS for me. We're not going that far.
I think it's
bedroom
weird that
time is for bedroom
anyway.
time.
You said what?
Yeah.
I think it's weird when people do that with their kids anyways, when they wear the little monkey
leashes,
backpack.
I never.
With the little leash.
I never.
I never got that.
Just give me your hand. Like, why are we doing all the extra stuff?
And my kid,
threaten them like
we're going this direction.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
If I can't find you, I'm leaving your ass here. That's what my mama said. I stayed my ass.
You know what my mother did? Like, if I would, mind you, I was like a teenager, but if she because she's a little short thing, I couldn't really see her in stores like that. But I would just be like in aisles randomly where she just had left me, and then she can't find me. Next thing you know, can Candace please come to the front register, please? Candace, please, your mother is looking for you. I'm like, I was in the aisle you left me in. Like, what are you talking about?
Listen. When you in the store with me, we about to act like Ludacris. When I move, you move, just like that. You understand?
Just like that.
We're not playing these games.
But it's different when you forget that you left me there. Like, oh, stay here, I'm gonna be right back. Then you gonna call over there. I'll have to call me because you didn't come back.
All right, I tried.
Different story.
I tried, Mama Chase. I tried. I really did. I was on your side for like 5 whole seconds. I'm sorry.
Looking at the comments, let's see here. Graham said you gotta have a strong ass face and can't be Glass Joe out here. Trickasami said, F that. I find the spot and lock on and focus, can't stop, won't stop. And I'll take a tickling and keep on licking too. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I had to do the Diddy Can't Stop.
I heard it.
Lillian said, I am not locking my ish for nobody. Trikusami said, chew gum and eat a bag of old style beef jerky. That hurts. Wow. Okay.
Beef jerky.
Yeah, that hurts. Lillian said masturbation doesn't take long, but duos are trickier than singles. Graham said, man, bring a bucket. Chigasami said partners that got multiples are great. Give them 10 or 12 and they're good. You might get a few extra if you bite the inner thighs in between O's. Okay. Lillian's a little shocked by that reply, but you know it is what it is. Graham said, was there a cup? Yes, it was. Chigasami said, I didn't see a cup. He knows what he signed up for. He also said Roman showers. Ill. Jamika said, got that old Krusty Krab special. Yes, he did. Chigasami said, no blood litting. What?
No bloodletting.
He doesn't.
Don't
talk to me about that. Okay. Graham said, I like gold and I like showers. I guess I like golden showers. Okay, pops. All right. And then Amber said, I would never put my kids on a leash. And hey, Liz.
Hey, Liz.
So yeah.
Oh, I'm saying Liz, like I know her for years or something, but hey.
She said you cool. She like you. She said you cool. So
I like her too.
What you want? You want me to lie to you?
Yes, lie to me. Yes.
Oh my gosh, like she loves your personality.
I don't give a.
She's so good. She's
Anyway.
so good. Like such a gentleman. Such a gentleman.
Right. I couldn't care less. But go ahead.
All right. What's anybody else? Anything else that you guys could think of that you would be uber uncomfortable with? I just would be uncomfortable seeing a dom not properly handle his sub in public, especially if I can notice it, like the whole grabbing the neck. Or kind of thing. It's just like
don't discipline yourself.
They'll discipline her because I don't know what you doing, fam. I don't know. She know you, man.
I'm gonna tell her blink twice if she needs help. Do you understand? And that's with somebody being in the community. If I just see you grabbing up on somebody, that is a whole problem for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is interesting because the next thing in line is degradation and objectification. So basically, if a person likes it when you call them something or makes you perform a rude or lewd act, sexually or non-sexually, they they will be into degradation. So I guess it's safe to say that individual who received the shower of gold
of the golden variety.
Yeah, he was definitely a degradee. So that's not something I want to see in public. I don't even want to hear somebody making comments like that. Just keep it in the bedroom. Just keep it where you need to go. Or if you're in a sex club, sure, that's where you can get away with more stuff. But if we are in if we're in IHOP, no. Like, no.
Bro, if I'm in a sex club and somebody's peeing on somebody,
I'm hungry.
I was about to say,
I'm hungry.
Their blueberry syrup do be hitting.
Hey, yo, you know, I just had this conversation with somebody, though. It's like, I literally cannot use anything other than their original syrup. I can't do it. Like, if it don't, because it's not appetizing to me. Like, if it don't look right on the plate, I can't get with it.
I want them to bottle the blueberry syrup. It just tastes so good. Ugh.
Maybe it's different where you are.
Maybe.
Down here?
Nah.
Maybe.
Not near none.
Well, I'm closer to the syrup states, so that could be
Yeah. Never had maple syrup from Maine. That was in Maine.
Oh, it's
Maine
delicious. Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah.
And the Canadian one is good. I definitely went to Canada just for that. It was so good.
All right, so time for the meat and potatoes. Time for things to get a little toxic, a little hectic, and hopefully we're all still friends by the end of this.
Probably not.
Let's get to it. BDE versus WAP. Let's have that conversation, which will lead us into a lot of different other ones. For those of you who do not know, BDE, big dick energy. WAP, you heard the damn song, wet ass pussy. So, in the battle of the sexes, which one wins? What do you think is more powerful in the bedroom? To have BDE or to have WAP?
Ain't it a whole song like the power of the PUSSY? That's why every motherfucker in the world dressed fly. I'm just saying, it's a whole song. It's a whole song.
Okay, Rita, you were saying?
No, I agree. Like, there have been legit wars over some ass, so I'm gonna have to go with the pussy. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, we birth a nation, so the gift that literally keeps on giving.
Keep on giving.
I'm going to say is the when I know, without the other side, there cannot be. But I'm just saying, you know, there's, like they said, there's been wars. I mean, it's a delicious thing down there. It's a delicious thing down there. Like, why not? You know
specifically for this, one second, I'm sorry. Lillian in the comments said BDE isn't gender specific. Specifically for this conversation, we're talking about literal big dick energy, not people who think they have a dick. No offense to them. Okay, love you all out there.
Let's back it up. That's not exactly what we're talking about. It's like right now for this particular conversation, we're talking about people who actually have big dicks, not necessarily people who have big dick energy, because big dick energy is not gender specific at all. So in this case, we're talking about basically a men versus women conversation.
The vagina.
People who have actual penises.
There you go.
Yeah, we like penises here.
We do like penises here. I am a pro penis person.
I'm pro
penis.
Okay, pro penis. But we about to set a protest.
It's necessary because do you know how angry mean women are without it? I'm just saying. So
facts.
Yes, but I hate when men use that against us too, like, oh damn, you need to get some, but we do it to each other too.
Well, I mean, you can tell when a guy needs to get some too.
Oh, you definitely can,
because they turn into assholes. They are assholes.
You want to hand them a tampon?
Yes. Yes.
I love when men be like, oh, what are you on your rag? And it's like, you realize when I'm on this rag, I have the most testosterone in my body, so I'm simply acting like you. So I'm acting like you. Love to see it. But like, I think the battle is always going to be that WAP. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, it's always going to be the one thing that they're going to want. They love to puff up their chests and, I am man, I am better than, choose me. So I think that's always going to be the case. I don't know, but like, if I had to choose, I'm going to choose me some dirt, okay? Because it does the body good. Good protein source. Okay, calorie burning.
Good protein source.
Sorry, I gotta move things around. My phone is about to die.
That's all right.
That's all right.
So, of course, I have to disagree a little bit. I think that the WAP is very powerful. I think it is capable of moving mountains as well as men out there. However, the cradle of life itself is ruled over by the penis. It is the literal key into your home. It's what makes you do the things that you do. How many women out there? Yes, there are examples on both sides. The exception does not make the rule. But how many women out there will literally fight over one dude? And how many women go after specifically the dude with the BDE? They like, no, they're going after. There are wars fought on both sexes' sides, in all honesty. But I think that, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, that women are more likely to go after that one dude that they know got that thing. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, it's something that's like very important to me. I've told you guys this multiple times. Like, I need to know that you can carry for us to have some form of relationship, because, you know, mathematics is a big factor in my life, not mentally, but physically. And therefore, you know, if I'm this much and you this much, because like I told you, I love me my chubby boys, and you only this much, baby, the P theorem ain't matching up here. Okay, A squared plus B squared is not going to come to C squared. All right, we need some type of measurements and instruments to really drive up in there
to ride this ride.
Yeah, you have to literally. And I hate telling people that, because they're like, "Oh, that's kind of mean. Because what if the dude you really love has like a small penis?" Then that's not the man for me, because I am fat. I know my body. I have thick thighs and thick butts. You need to be able to get up in me a certain type of way. Now, have I had somebody on the smaller caliber who was able to do their job, and they did a pretty good job at it? Mm-hmm. Yes, because they knew what they were doing. They knew how to work their boat, and they worked it well. Could I have seen that for life? No, because the bruise left on my chest from the pressure was too much. I just want somebody who could be able to like go out and it's still in, and they can see that, and they can see me at the same time, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so crazy. This is too hot, you know? It's cute. It's cute watching him watch it go back in and out, and I'm like, yeah, you like that shit, don't you? You like seeing that shit. That's it.
But that's the thing. Like, you guys, you're not all of you, not all women, some women. The obsession with a big dick it literally will stop you from talking to somebody. It will literally change your perspective of an individual when he drops trial and it's not what you expected. Mm-hmm. Men, we honestly, we be like, all right, it's not the best, but I'm going to still keep going back because I either legitimately feel it for this person or she's just giving me free pussy. But women will disqualify a dude based on his package.
Let's not act like men don't be out here loose lip and shaming women. Okay, let's not pretend like that.
I'm not saying that. I'm not pretending like that at all. That's not the words that are used. What I'm saying is that men will be willing to accept a woman despite their bedroom capabilities. Women, you'll straight up disqualify a dude just for the.
I disagree.
You would totally.
And the reason why I disagree is because you don't have to be huge, in fairness.
Right.
But what you're not going to do is play me and try to put me in these big dick positions that you do not have enough dick to put me in.
Thank you. That's the point. That's the point. That's the point.
But that's where what we preach here, that's where communication comes into play. Mm-hmm. You should be dealing with somebody who's mature enough to have a conversation and be able to take the constructive criticism that you can't be doing that.
Okay, real quick. Let me ask an honest question. Okay, let me ask an honest question, and I want y'all to give me an honest answer. How many men out here do you know outside? And I know that there are outliers for every group of people. However, how many men out here do you know can take criticism about their dick?
Not nail one.
Criticism. That's what I'm saying. Like it can be constructive.
There
are outliers.
Congratulations,
right?
Congratulations. But if you can't handle getting rejected in the streets, you think you're gonna handle getting rejected in the sheets?
Facts. And it don't even have to be it don't even have to be a full rejection. It could just be a, hey, I don't like when you're doing this, or something like that, or I don't think this position is gonna work for us, or whatever the case may be. If there is any type of criticism about the dick, there is no outside of a few men, there's no man I know that's going to be able to take that.
Yeah, look at when we talked about a video a good couple of episodes back when, and this is just the one example of when the guy said, like, you know, if you're a woman, this is your girl who you've been with, so you've had multiple routes with this person at this point, and they say, like, you know, hey, it's not hitting like it used to. It don't feel as good like it used to. Could maybe we change something up? His mind went automatically, oh, it's because you're thinking about your ex. You're thinking about that old nigga who used to hit it from the back in the day. And it's just like,
no one. It's you.
When did he come here? When did he come here? Because obviously,
come from? How did we go from A?
How do we go from A to B? And I think that sometimes that's what happens is that even women too, if a man says something to a woman and says, "Hey, can we do this and that?" Sometimes some women can be like, "What bitch were you fucking with that did that?" Like, you know, some women could do that. I think it's like an insecurity thing. So, like, we can preach communication always, but there are some underneath insecurities that's going to lie with inside every single person. And I think that's where you have to really let the person know, hey, it's not because you're not stacking up enough. Like when I was dealing with a person who was smaller, I would say all the time, like, bro, you need to stop leaning into my chest. Like, you are causing a bruise. Like, I can't, if you're not able to do things in certain positions, maybe we shouldn't be doing this no more because it's starting to affect me physically. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So these are these things that you have to have this conversation, because if you're not going to have the conversation, you're not able to handle the criticism, then you shouldn't be having sex, period. Be an adult.
That's what I was saying. Like I said, communication is what we preach here, and that the individual that you're dealing with, if you can't have that type of conversation with somebody, you shouldn't be fucking them. It's that simple. That dude does not deserve your pussy. So if you can't talk to him about his dick, it shouldn't be going into you. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. But I'm not saying that there are no dudes out there. Some dudes it's very few of us who have reached that level of maturity where it's like, this is what I have. This is what I can do with it, and you either take it or leave it. You can tell me how to make things better via communication, or you can leave it. So, I want to make sure I make it clear. I am not talking like a nigga that's stretched down to my fucking knees. I'm a regular schmegger nigga, but I handle my business. And if my partner wants to tell me how I can make things better, I'm going to accept it, because I know I'm not perfect. I'm not arrogant about it at all. So if you can't find somebody that is capable of receiving criticism in any capacity, they may not be the person you need to be sleeping with. That's all.
That's facts. Because I was going to say that, sorry, Chase, my bad. But I was just going to say that while we do preach communication, we also preach the fact that whoever your partner is has to be receptive of what it is that you're saying to them. And if they're not receptive of the fact that whatever it is that's happening in your bedroom is not clicking, then that's, like Trey said, that's not the person that you need to be sleeping with, point blank, period.
Let's get into the comments really quick. Let's see. Graham said, I thought WAP meant praise and worship and praise.
You know what?
Lillian said BDE is and gender expected. A lot of women and femmes out there have BDE. Herb said every baller that can afford it got to cop the best ride for the power of the PU.
Yes.
Ooh, I see you. Lillian said WAP wins, then no contest. False more likely is the false part, not in the experience. To what Trey says, men are largely less mature when it comes to sexual conversations, especially with their partner. I haven't had a good conversation about that once. Chukisami said, I'll take criticism. I already think I'm trash anyway. Sorry, no you don't.
No you don't.
All your damn stories that you talk about.
Goddamn stories.
Sorry, you were on TLC. You was on, exactly, plunging it out TLC head style. Okay. Let's see. Herb said it's all good for women to want a big D until the big D is trash. Meanwhile, average Jew can break the walls down like Jericho. First of all, stop bringing the Bible up into these conversations, y'all. Please, y'all aggravating me. Secondly, yes,
I mean,
true.
It is Sunday.
Yeah, true. Be like,
we're not gonna
just because you have some dudes who do carry do feel like they don't have to do that much work because they already have that, right? And we're not like, and that's an annoying part. Like, don't come to me with like a great gift and then you just sitting there with it, not doing nothing with it. Like, it's trash. It is absolutely annoying.
Trash. Yeah.
It's, to me, sometimes it's like a girl with a big butt who don't know how to twerk. What is it there for? What is it there for? Okay, so it's one of those things, but also, like, we're not saying average dudes. Where average is what we're saying, like 5.5, 6. That's perfectly fine. Nobody cares. We're talking about the less not fortunate, but who just didn't get a chance to carry that much, even though they have, even though they have the energy for it. You know, we're talking about those.
I remember a conversation that I had where the guy told me that he had like 4 inches, and I was like, oh, okay, good for you. I mean, like it's the most awkward. It's one of the most awkward conversations that I've ever had to have because like Candace said, I'm a big girl, so I need you to have like an extra 2.
And just not for nothing, we don't want you to tell us. Yeah, but we don't want you to tell us your size either. Right. The reason why women like men who have the BDE, because men who have BDE literally don't talk about their game at all. They don't talk about their size. They don't talk about their sex game. They don't talk about what they can do, how they can make you do this and stuff. The only time that will even come up is, yes, unless you have the show called Kinkazoid, but the only time that will even come up is if we entice the conversation. Right. If we start saying little things here and they still won't. Like, you could be like, oh, so what you gonna do? And be like, I mean, when you come here, you're gonna find out. That's the energy we want. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so Graham said, gotta learn from someone. Chukasami said, always seek improvement. I bet no sex. Lillian, get your dick, girl. Graham said, make me better. I'm trying to be the best you ever had. Chukasami, let's get down to business to get in those butts. All right.
Let's get down to business.
I know what he was doing. I'm not going to entertain him. No, I'm not going to entertain him. Herb said,
and now it's going to be stuck in my head. So thanks.
Ma'am, I'm talking about Chris Jericho. No, you weren't. Shut it up. All right. And Herb, I miss you, by the way. Hey, friend. And then Graham said he wanted you to see it. That's the oldest trick in the book. To lie about it and then
say that it was for interest and like, oh hi, I got an extra 4. No, come on now.
Surprise!
No, you don't already ruined it. I already told my girls that it's small, so
right. It's over there.
Fairness, like when a guy has a small thing that ain't thinging, it's like if you like women who have big butts and she don't have one, you're not gonna be attracted to that, correct? If you like women who have titties and she got A cups, you're not going to be attracted to that. So it's like, why can't a woman, when she sees that, change her mind about that? Because it's not like your dick is on display. But my titties and my ass, you're going to see some type of shape to that through my clothes.
And that's the thing, is we're born with it. No, maybe it was Maybelline.
Let me respond. So as a man, you got it. So I'll say this, and I'll just speak for myself. I'm not going to speak for all men. Our attraction is different. Male and female attractions are different. You can't. So first off, breast size, ass size, that stuff is actually on display, like you said. Penis size is not necessarily on display. So men are more attracted to we're attracted to your physicality, yes, but it's more so the visual aspects of it, less the sexual. Because we know when it's horizontal, there's a wet spot with a hole in it. I'm going to stick it in there. That's where it comes down to the sex part. And do you do your Kegels or not? So it's different for us than it is for you guys. You guys, your sexual desires is a little bit more constrained, more restrictive than ours. We can like women with big titties, and be with a woman who has A cups. We can do that.
I can like a nigga with a big dick and be with a dude with a little dick. I mean, I've done that.
For how long?
I mean, it depends. If you can back up.
Had a little
don't go specific. Like don't go specific on mamas now.
No, it's just saying if you have it and you know how to work it and you know what you're doing. Like I said, when I was a smaller dude, the only reason why I knew it was gonna last is, bro, you're not gonna sit here and crack my chest open. Like that's what we're not doing open heart surgery. You know what I'm saying? But if you know how to do it and you know how to do it well, ain't nobody gonna sit there and complain. I've had one of my girls who told me that she was with a dude who was like the smallest she's ever had, and like she been like maybe he was 3.5, maybe 4 even, and she was like, he broke her back. Okay, like he knew what he was doing. So no one is sitting here saying like, ew, small dick grounds. Nobody is saying that. It's just because some people do like it. Because if you have one of those, I don't think it's the right term, so I'm not gonna say it, but if you have the condition where you really cannot take anything in your vaginal cavity, you probably would prefer somebody who has a smaller penis, just because it wouldn't hurt that much, but you still can have a fulfilling sex life, you know. And then you have some people who don't like. I don't want no mandingo, bro. Get your 8.5 plus behind away from me, bro. I got a cervix that's out here trying to live. I already got gynecologists abusing that. I don't need you to do it too. Okay,
I like my pelvic bone adjusted.
I don't need you doing a cervix checks on me. I already
As
got
a person who has had their
pelvis
broken, okay, fractured. Sorry, yeah, no, I'm not with it.
Yeah,
but y'all
you have
know
to wear
that.
A diaper?
No, I did not. I just had to go on bed rest. It wasn't like a break. It was just a fracture. It was painful though.
That shit is crazy.
Good job, homie.
Did you have to go to the bathroom?
So,
that's good.
Would you say that? So, I did make a list. It's funny we're talking about this. So, would you say that discovery trumps disclosure? So, on both sides of the fence, the WAP or the BDE side of things, I personally, I'd like to find out. I don't need you to tell me. I don't need you to tell me that is that good. I want to find out. That makes it that much better. So, would you guys agree? Preach that cervical gospel.
Wait, hold on. Wait, let me go. It's before we get into this. Chickasaw said you misunderstand. Yeah, I say all that because where did the comment go? Oh my goodness. Okay, yes. Okay, say all that because it already happened. That ish is terrifying to me every single time. You're a strong man, sir. So there's that. Graham said that's why he said a small number, and you be like, I don't believe you, black man. Let me see it. And they said, why he gotta be black for? You think I only date black men? Because I do, but that's besides the point. You know, equal opportunity out here. They used to do it back in the teenage, early 20s, back when everyone is dumb. And then Graham said small dicks ain't going to be small dicks ain't gonna be like I got a small joint unless there is a chance you'll see it in a T10, T-10. And then Lillian said, preach that cervical gospel. Yes. And then Chickasaw said, I legit will either look back at it or be in the middle of it, wondering how the F I got there and making sure I'm not hallucinating. Okay. All right.
Trey,
I like to discover. You know, I watch the Discovery Channel. So I like to look and to find out things are going to happen to me, but I also like a pre-show. You know, that's just what I do. I like to get a little couple pictures here and there because, as I told you before, I've been dick fished. So I like live action photos if I can because of that traumatizing.
I still don't understand how.
This ball wanted to hear.
No, okay. Quick story time of how I got dick fished. Basically, he sent me a picture, and it was a picture in a video. So this is like a video of showing hand inside stroke, and I'm like, okay, let's get down to business. See, that's how you
now
use that.
Now it's stuck in my head again. Thank you so much.
Okay. So then when I got there, I was like, that's looking about 1/2 inch less in diameter and about 2 inches less than
the
video.
Sent you somebody else's video.
Yeah, yes. And then I strongly advised anybody doing this because I felt like he couldn't do anything to me. But I was laying in bed. I was like, that's crazy because like what you look like in the video wasn't what you look like in person. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's just you were a lot bigger in the video and picture. And he's like, no, that was just the angle. And I'm like, you sure that was the angle? Because
did he add a
your
filter?
hand,
like...
your middle finger and your thumb wasn't touching. My fingers touch. So I'm just saying it's not making any sense. And your hands are bigger than mine.
And my hand is smaller.
You still gave him some ass?
Sir, I was there to get a job done, and the job got done. He was very nice. He laid a towel down for me and told me to lay down the towel so he could eat me out. It was very sweet. He was nice. And then he held my hand afterwards. It was a really nice thing. But it
so
still
you were
wasn't
dick
what I
fish,
was
but
expecting.
it wasn't a bad situation.
It wasn't. I was lied to. Okay, it's like if I came in there and I was just showing big. But I was bamboozled. What if I came in there with What if I came in there with A cups, but I was showing him all this D-ness, realness? Like that would have been messed up, right? But I mean, I still got it. I still got it. But you know, it just wasn't what I thought it was. But you know.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about the video.
What? So I have a video. Anyway, Rita,
to answer the question, I would rather discover because I honestly feel like if you are doing a whole lot of talking, you don't have it anyway. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for both sides. If you're talking about how good your pussy is, if you're talking about how good your dick is, I don't believe you. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people will talk all of that shit, and it's like, then when it gets down to the business, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Like, you know what I'm saying? So on both ends, it's not. It's just not. So yeah, I'm all about the discovery, all about it.
Ate a starfish. hate a starfish.
Come on, Rita, give it to me.
I don't like speaking on none of that. Like, my whole thing is just ride the ride, and then when you get off the ride, let me know how you feel. I already am going to know how you're going to feel. In fairness, but I don't need to be out here advertising what I do or don't have. My whole thing is that's not for everybody to know. It's for the person that I'm with to know. So I'm not going to be out here. Now, I will sing the song because I'm a little ratchet, but I'm not going to be out here.
Sophisticated.
You know, just advertising like this. No. To me, it seems like you're trying to prove something to people when you're doing that. And my whole thing is I don't have to prove nothing. I got enough stalkers. They prove it for me.
Oh, not the stalkers.
Not the stalkers. In the pudding. Listen here, Chicasami. All right. When I read these stuff, I just read. All right. I'm not sitting here looking for songs, sing lyrics and stuff like that. Like, do you know the lyrics? I'm not doing all that. I'm not on a show. I'm reading what you're writing, okay? So if you want to have me sing it, put the name there so I can know. That's all I'm saying. Okay? I got it later on. All right? Appreciate it. Shout out to Mulan.
Oh, boy. So, rare form. So another aspect of the BDE versus WAP conversation is some people like it so much they're willing to share. And we're not talking about polyamorous relationships. We're not talking about people who have come to the communicative agreement that they're going to share. They're willing to surreptitiously sit on the sidelines and get that WAP or that BDE.
So it's community.
Yeah, it's community. Yes. So
I feel like I need clarification in the question.
Side chicks, side dudes. Have you ever been one, and have you ever had one?
I've definitely had a side dude, but I've never been the side chick. At least I don't think so. I mean, if I was a side chick, then dude was real good about hiding it. But yeah, I've never knowingly been a side chick.
Not knowingly. Yeah, never knowingly. I mean, I have.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. Maybe I have. Never mind. Okay, please continue.
Not the flashback.
I just had a flashback.
I found out later, on that I was, and when I did find out, it was over immediate.
Did you just put the cat face on? I fucking hate him.
I don't believe in putting that karma out there. And if you are willingly being a side dick or chicks.
Not a side dick, okay.
I'm gonna start calling her. You're not even my side nigga. You my side dick. I'm a side dick.
I need to get a shirt that says emergency in a glass. That's what I need a shirt. I need a shirt that says that.
You're not my side duck. You my side dick.
I'm sorry. I just can't put that out there and deal with the karma that comes back around from it.
Understandable. So I forgot about this in college. Actually, I was a side chick, and there was no detective work. Facebook was snitching on people, bro. It was craziness. I was like on Facebook minding my business, and then this is when Facebook had the grid, and then it had like poke people on the side and all this other stuff, and it was just like, oh, friends you may know, and here comes this nigga's face right here, front and center. And I was like, oh, let me add him as a friend. Clicked it to add him as a friend. Oh, baby, your profile picture is with a whole woman. Scrolling down, oh, this is your wife? Well,
not the wife.
Crazy, like bananas. And then was surprised when I cut it off. Like, sir, I'm not about to be nobody's sloppy seconds. But then again, years later on, I always felt like I was the top head bitch in charge because, dude always came back to me. And I found out that's not how you're supposed to be living, okay? You're not supposed to be the top one. You're not supposed to be the bottom chick. You're not supposed to be nothing. If you ain't the one, then that's it. Unless you have other arrangements, and as in open, polygamy, whatever you have. But if you are wanting to be the one and only meal, okay, no mashed potatoes, no macaroni and cheese, but you want to be the turkey, the ham, and the chicken breast, then you gotta learn your lessons. Real quick in the comments. Dang, I can't see Graham's thing, and I really want to read that comment, but all it says is pussy in the future. She becomes my wife. Anyways, Chukasami said, I definitely had someone send me a twat shot last week, and I'm like, Casper, sweetheart, this looks like a couple of shades off. Chukasami said, I always say individual results may vary. Graham said, this is the story of how I became a married man. Chukasami said, I literally put musical notes on either end. That doesn't matter. Okay, you weren't even singing the real song. Anyway, Graham said you missed my pops reference. Same episode of the Boondocks. I got it. That's why I did a little silent moment. I get that one. Lillian said monogamish open. Thank you. I've been a side chick once or twice, but I need attention. So that lasted literally a week. And Liz said I was by accident, ended up finding out after, and that he was playing in the NFL married with a baby.
Oh, dang.
You got some scoop, boo. And then Chikasami said, someone from the college likes to let her husband plow other women so she can watch someone else try to survive.
Hey, I was about to say off some real shit. I might do that. Like, oh, see, you thought you was talking shit, but look, this is shit that I gotta go through. Like, yeah, I would do some shit like that. Just say.
Telling too much. All right, so yeah. So I of course I retired my side nigga Kate along with my fuckboy Kate a while ago.
How long that been?
I've been retired for like a couple of years now.
Has it been a couple years? Like, do we
you
need
see how high your voice got?
It got real high. It got real high.
That estrogen started pouring out.
You sounded real Alvin and the Chipmunk. You sounded real Alvin and the Chipmunkish over there, and I'm just trying to understand.
You sounded like Stuart. You sounded like Stuart from Mad TV. Look what
I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the total truth. Okay, no, seriously, I'm not a side nigga anymore. I've retired my fuckboy. When I was working in the apartment complex when I retired it. But yeah, I've definitely
not a few years ago.
Was that? I was about to say
a few years ago.
That
was two years. Yeah, because I was at FedEx for a year and a half. Anyway.
Like Fuck Boys Anonymous.
I don't work there anymore.
You got a chip now. I mean, like how does it work?
When I was at the apartment complex, it was when it popped. Anyway. All right, cool. So but yeah, it's not something I'm proud of. It's not something I wear as a badge of honor. But it was a means to an end. Some women would experience it and then they would want to come back. So it happened. But my next question for you all is, if you were, how would somebody know if they were or weren't? If they didn't know, if they thought they were in a relationship, what are some signs that you're a side person, that you're a side chick or side dude or side dick, as you say?
Nighttime visits. You only get nighttime specialty.
Only get nighttime visits. Those 3 days and what you're doing, text.
Yes, anything that you do is like 3 towns over. Like, they never eat in town. They never stay around in town. It's always out of town business, out of town this,
or they
out of town that.
In the house, and they only
want to come to your house. Yeah.
Oh yes, only want to come to your house. Or everybody's on social media in some way, somehow. Okay, so if they're like, oh, I'm not even on social media like that. Like, there's no reason for me to post you. Or it's just like they don't want to get pictures taken with you, like they don't want to take any pictures with you at all whatsoever, or they get really pissed off when you take pictures of them. That's definitely, or is it that, or they're in the protective services. Like, you know what? Can we just stop for a minute? Can you imagine all the dudes who might actually be in protective witness services and they literally cannot have their pictures taken, and all the girls dumped them because they thought they were cheating?
It ain't
just imagine.
I'm just saying. But I'm just saying, imagine if that was like the thing, and they couldn't even tell the person that was the reason what was going on. That'd be crazy.
I can't imagine the pussy would be worth that much. Like no.
Not worth your life. I'm about to say, not worth your life.
But no, I'm saying, like, can you imagine all the ones that got broken up with just because of that? And then he's like, oh, here goes for another one. Like, dang, are you sure? I wish I was Dave again. Like, just like that upset.
Lillian just made a good point.
On Snapchat.
Yeah, I was going to say that. They only talk on Snapchat.
Like, you don't have their number. They only communicate
through social media and only on Snapchat.
Or they don't save the conversation on Snapchat or have it on a 24-hour lock period. That's how you definitely know you a side piece. If you don't got 24-hour, because Snapchat deletes everything as soon as you send it, say it, or whatever, unless you hold it down and save it. So if you don't have it on a 24-hour lock mode, so I can remember what we're talking about, you, babe, go ahead and release
like the conversation disappears. Yeah, like yeah.
Just a
they send you a good morning text at like 11:40.
Yeah. Or they say Grand Rising, you're a side chick. Please get out of that quickly. Get out of that very quickly. Get out of that very quickly.
Why are you giving up pussy? Why are you giving up pussy to a nigga you can't talk to when you want to talk to? Why are you giving up pussy to a nigga that only talk to you through Snapchat? Why are you only giving up pussy to a nigga who you don't know where the fuck he live at? What the fuck is the matter with you? Are you stupid?
Catfish on MTV.
No, you know what it is? Call back. You like the BDE. BDE wins. All right, moving on.
Sir, let's back it up because y'all, I'm about to say y'all do the same shit, okay? Because there are plenty of side niggas out here. What we call it, side dick, it's plenty of that out here too, okay? So the same shit that we doing, the same shit that women get side chicked with, you know what I'm saying? Like the same communication and everything. Y'all doing the same thing. Y'all are falling for the same shit. I can only come see you at night, or I can't be around you on the holidays, or I can only talk to you through Instagram or Snapchat or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all falling for the same stuff.
He come to visit you for Thanksgiving the day before or the day
after.
But I will say that if you are not interested in the person just is not a good use of you anymore, please just go and just say, yo, I can't do it. Even if you're just saying, I don't want to talk to you no more, and then you just dip, at least you just let that person know. I seen a video on TikTok where the dude literally said, yo, it'd be so funny when we ghost girls, because they be calling you and texting you, and it's just like, bro, leave me alone. Why don't you get the hint already? Be an adult, say you're done with it, and be gone.
Shit.
That was just my little PSA of the evening. Lillian says you can know his address, go to his house, have his phone number, and still be on the side. This is true. Trikasami said, sign her phone goes off a bunch of times while they're with you, but they're ignoring the call. Or when their phone is face down. That is another thing.
Yeah, that's you can't do that.
That's another thing. And Trikasami says
they don't have notifications. Like they don't have like text notifications on their phone. Like
it just pops up as message. It just pops up as messages.
Or it doesn't pop up at all. If they got the do not disturb on, if the do not disturb is on your phone, you said.
My favorite move is this one right here.
Yeah.
You texting under your titty? If you texting under your titty,
and then also, and then if you. Yeah.
If I'm driving, your titty is over here.
Who is texting like this? Like, okay, all right.
I've seen it done before. I've been out on dates.
Trikasami also said if she tells you she got to get dressed and head home to make dinner for her kids and her husband. Okay. And then also the big one, yes, Darren, if you got a Google text number, definitely.
Not a Google text number. Wait, now I got questions for him. Wait a minute.
It's either you can't pay your bill, or you are aside.
Or you just, I mean, honestly, so for dudes, it's a little different. Single dudes, I'll speak as a single guy. It's a little different for us. We could be the side nigga. We don't care. Some of us don't care because you're just pussy. You'll never, some will graduate. There are exceptions to the rule in this case, but you'll never graduate to be my girl because you cheating on your dude. Why the fuck I'm gonna make you my real shorty if you fucking around with somebody else? Fuck out of here. You cheating. You already showing me who you really are. Why am I gonna pick you?
That is a very true fact. Very true statement. But guys, it seems like we came to the end, the countdown portion of the show.
We got 2 more minutes.
It's 9:58, my guy.
So she is pressed to go watch Insecure.
It's not. It's as a profession, you're supposed to stop 3 minutes before, so that way you can end out on time. That is like this. What you? Yeah. I mean, you said last week, right? Oh, thank you, Chase, for your radio edited version of giving us your information. That was so good.
See, don't throw my compliment.
So then when I do it, you got a problem.
Last question before we leave. We're gonna skip over a couple of them, but the baby tried to kick out his baby mama.
This ain't a damn.
This is what we were all building up to.
Shit.
Was this Bama right or was he wrong?
Wrong.
All right. I think and you're gonna want to crucify me after this. I think he was he was wrong. He was wrong. I'm not stupid. Come on now, the dude. You don't kick out a girl who got a 3-month-old that you screwed the night before. You don't do that. But you also are supposed to communicate and let her know you are a side chick. So a lot of guys will lie about a girl's status because they don't want to lose the opportunity of getting the pussy.
Well, how was she a side chick if you moved her in the house?
Hello. But no, didn't he buy that house like specifically for them?
Yeah, so that's a hell of a side chick. But I digress.
Okay. Well, now we can actually close out the show. Now we got that all out the way. It's been fun. Rita, thank you for joining us here on Kinkazoid. We are going to get up out of here. We still have not picked a day to do another day to do aftercare. Actually, you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm gonna jump into aftercare after this. I'm a hold off. So if you do want to talk to me, you want to join the conversation, come on to our Discord. We're gonna laugh at Chase because she's gonna go watch it, even though she can watch it on HBO Max and get into it later. But anyway, if you want to join the conversation, jump into Discord after this, and I'll be there for a couple of minutes if you want to talk, and or whatever have you. So let's get up out of here, ladies. Tell them where they can find you. Miss Rita, if you go first.
I don't have a Snapchat. I think I still have TikTok. I could be found on Instagram at lovelysince85, and you can also follow my hair page at More Hair. So there you go.
And where can they find you on Sundays?
Oh, you can find me on Blurs and Whiskey in the house. There you go.
In the house. And you guys, you can find me on TikTok, IG, and Twitter as Royal Rain, ROY4LR4YNE.
And you can find me on Instagram at Candy Taste Sweet because it's true. And you can also find me on TikTok at Chase Inc. That's CHAYESINC. I am officially at 133,500 plus followers. So numbers keep growing. Let's get to 150. Thank you guys.
Okay, 150.
Good shit. Go ask about me. Trey Proper. Google me. You'll find me. Let's get up out of here. See you in the Discord.
Bye, y'all.